Hi, this is Mortizburg's Sprint 2 Screencast. So this is memoranda running off the master branch right now. First thing you'll notice is we have a GitHub panel and a Scrum panel. And this is for a couple of tasks. So task 32, create GitHub username section by following a task code structure. Basically just copying design patterns within the existing memoranda code to create our GitHub panel. Create UI display statistics of each team member. Create UI input overlays for the specified requirements. What are the requirements? As a user, I want to add members with first, last name, GitHub username, and email address to teams on each project to track assignments. All right. And let's see, create Scrum Projects UI and the Sprints UI. Okay. And I'll show you those. So this is the GitHub panel. Yep, no statistics yet, no graphs yet. We kind of didn't get that part because this was we're planning on accomplishing that in Sprint 3 because in Sprint 2 this was our first time developing the backend and Sprint 3 will be integrating the backend with the front end. So for strictly front end, what this sprint accomplished was just getting kind of the background set up for the graphs that will be implemented. But we have several panels ready, sprints, commits, teams. And these guys are good to go. And Scrum is empty as well, but you can imagine in our next sprint, it'll be filled with all kinds of graphs and buttons to play around with. All right, and we also did a lot of back-end work, lots of data structures created, and lots of work with the GitHub API. Can't really demo them right now in the screencast, but we have several tests that run through all the work that we have done. So, what these tests are basically, all right, GitHub statistics, list of user branches, commits to master, commit message, data commits, links to commits, commit history data. Let's see, identifying test commits. Data logic to track programmer name, GitHub username, and email address. And so that's that for GitHub. We also have create a Scrum project class and a sprints class. And oh yeah, okay, all right. So sorry, GitHub. So this is one example of a test of does using GitHub data to in the GitHub API, I'm sorry, to get certain to get the commit history and testing the first 20 commits of our repository, considering that was true. And one thing, and yeah, okay, our currently our backend. The reason why we didn't want to implement it with the UI in the sprint was because there were so many different options and approaches to the backend and we use the sprint to explore different variations to this. So some people use a third-party library for the GitHub API, and some people use just straightforward HTTP requests and parsing JSONs. And we also have various objects created. So it was a lot of experimentation, but completing the task. And in the next sprint, we will combine everything. And so this is why. So this is why you'll see we have a GitHub data object but at the same time we'll have just GitHub user, and then they both do the same thing, but one developer just created this object, the other created this object, just based on just commits and just exploration basically. But you'll see that these fulfill many of our tasks. So we have GitHub users, just a simple GitHub user storing emails and phone numbers, names, things like that. And they also use the API to get the IDs, to get the URLs, to commit history. Okay, and all right, and for the Scrum and the what was it? Scrum. Yeah, for the Scrum and Sprint classes. So we have the software project. Oops, sorry. here, sprint test. Yeah, so we have our sprint test over here, and we have our sprints that basically just simple data structures that will hold, each sprint and each scrum. Yeah, so we have several tests that cover various things for the back end, and yeah, that's about it. Things are we accomplished a lot, didn't meet our goal as we intended, but I'm satisfied with what we have. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.